Hello, everyone.
She's someone we don't know a lot about and a lot of her is mysterious. You'll find that a lot of her record is...
It's a USG as well as a very special D50.
That's right. So the D50 now has the option to come as suppressed, which kind of fits well with her kit.
So let's say that I'm picking Nook, which honestly I probably am going to. And I take the SMG for primary as well as the D50, of course.
Of course.
Why wouldn't you take the suppressed D50? How do I choose when to use each gun on attack?
Operation 팬텀사이트 is coming to Rainbow Six Siege.
5 seconds.
The Phantom in this title is Nook, an attacker who uses her gadget to muffle her footsteps, keep herself out of the spotlight, and creep everyone right out. Hailing from a different quadrant of the fashion galaxy, we have Nook. This attacker from Denmark's Jaeger Corps may have an eye-catchingly eerie getup, but she would actually prefer it if you didn't notice her at all. So, when her Hell Presence Reduction gadget is active, you won't hear her footsteps, and you won't see any sign of her on camera feeds. It's a little spooky. And with all the different potential camera feeds available to defenders these days, Nook's ability to hide from them all is all the more alarming. Her gadget runs off a recharging meter, like Warden's glasses, but unlike Warden's glasses, there's no required cooldown, so Nook can turn her gadget on and off and on again whenever she has the juice to run it, giving her more tactical flexibility. And activating her gadget doesn't require her to change weapons, so she can continue wielding her primary, an FMG-9 submachine gun or 612 SD shotgun, or her secondary, a 5.7 USG pistol or a D50 pistol with an equipable suppressor. This makes Nook a formidable flanking and fragging threat, though, like any operator, she has her limitations. Nook's gadget will glitch and be visible on camera feeds if she performs basically any action except moving at a normal speed or slower, crouching and moving, or reloading or swapping weapons. You can also keep an eye out for environmental clues, like breach debris moving of its own accord. Or you could take a more proactive approach and throw down some barbed wire. Nook will glitch while passing through it. If you really want to make things tricky for Nook, take Lesion and his goo mines. She'll glitch when she steps on one, glitch every time she takes damage, and glitch while she pulls out the needle. Aside from the glitch, the only other camera interference that will let you know Nook is nearby is this waveform effect that appears when using Mozzie's hacked drones, or Echo's yokai. Every other camera will have a hard time seeing, and your ears will have a hard time hearing, this medium speed, medium armor attacker.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Team Nook up with a roamer hunting operator, or take her on a sneaky flanking route, and you've got a powerful new way to unsettle the defending team.
An operator that directly counters her.
So the best way to counter a Nook is to make sure you know where she is at all times. So you want to bring out barbed wire, you want to place it in front of cameras so that she does glitch or she has to deal with that gadget or move away from it.
So operators like Frost or Lesion.
Trap operators are great too. If she steps on a goo mine, she's starting to glitch until she removes it, and Frost, of course, is great too.
And we can see Clash on the screen right now. How does Clash counter her?
So Clash is twofold. You get intel. You can see Nook even when she's as a person roaming the map. So if you can get eyes on her, that's great. And then if you start tasing her with a shield, she'll light up on the camera as well.
Yeah, what does that look like? Do Clash players have to bring a pair of sunglasses now against Nook?
No, it's perfectly fine.
All right, awesome. So that is Nook. Again, she's a very dark, mysterious, terrifying character.
Yes.
I can definitely see her silently stalking you.
Plus history of protecting government officials, even President Baldwin. So he comes to the Rainbow Six team with a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, you take the P10 if you want to really role play the secret agent, of course. The shotgun is for making those rotation holes, making sure you have a great place to fall back to if you're getting pushed too hard on an objective. And the SMG just lends a little bit of lethality to his kit.
The P10 is very secret agent. Was that intentional?
Everything seems to work really well with Warden, yeah.
It seems that way, yeah. And then his secondary
sight is Warden, a sharp-dressed defender whose glasses allow him to resist or recover from flashes and to see more clearly when things get smoky. We'll give you the details on these. First, let's meet the guy in the tie, Warden. Fresh off a stint with the United States Secret Service, Warden is a dapper defender who accessorizes with his glance smart glasses and a snazzy statement watch. When things start popping off, Warden can switch his glasses on to accomplish all of the following. Number 1, make himself immune to flashes. Number 2, remove any flash he is currently affected by. Number 3, give him clearer sight through smoke. And number 4, add some high-tech panache to his "I just killed you" screen. You can manually deactivate the glasses or wait until they run out of juice and need to recharge. Either way, there is a fixed cooldown before you can activate them again, but there's no limit to how many times you can use them in a match. With his glasses active, Warden is a strong counter against any smoke and flash party that the attackers try to throw. If Blitz gets frisky or Ying lights up a whole mess of candelas, Warden will be having none of it. Even Glaz will have to think twice about setting up behind his precious smoke screen, though he still has an edge on Warden with his bigger scope and thermal detection. Note that the smoke filtering feature on Warden's glasses is less effective if he's moving, so picking smart angles and repositioning quickly are vital to making the most of his gadget. And while his glasses are
close, you'll actually be able to hear it, yeah.
Okay. And is he just a sitting duck to IQ? Can IQ just always see where he is? Because I'm guessing he can't just take off his smart glasses and put them in his pocket.
So IQ will be able to spot him out if he's actually using the gadget.
Oh, so when they're turned off, they're not transmitting.
That's right.
Awesome. So did Warden know about IQ before he joined Rainbow?
I think it's more like good battery usage.
Makes sense.
Yes.
You'll need to watch out for the gadget disabling and gadget detecting powers of Thatcher and IQ. But as the map you've been seeing here may look familiar. It's Cafe Dostoyevsky, or Cafe to its friends. The Siege team has renovated this lovely 3-story gathering spot, creating new bomb sites, making old sites more viable, and generally sprucing things up for more balanced encounters. For example, enter through the new reception area and you'll find a stairwell has moved, opening up new possibilities for opening up the reading room. The kitchen area has been extensively remodeled and given a festive touch, and there's even been some light roof work. The shiny new cafe map will replace the old cafe map for free when Operation Pphantomsight launches. The 2 new operators, Warden and Nook, will be available at launch for Year 4 Pass owners, and unlockable for all players 7 days later by using Renown or R6 credits.
Us looking at our past experience, like for the 3 years making map, and then looking at older maps like Cafe and see what we can do to improve them to like have it to our expectation.
Right. And you've been here since the start, so you've had 3 years of experience to draw on to improve Cafe. But Mehdi, I'm used to playing on Cafe the way that it is now. So as a player, what needed to be changed about Cafe, and how is this going to affect my playstyle?
Okay, Cafe was already pretty interesting. Some objectives were a bit weaker than others, so that's the first thing we wanted to figure out. And also some of the layout change that needed to be done to be sure that these objectives would be more viable. Yeah, that's pretty much.
And as we can see in the video playing right now, it seems like that's not all the changes. Cafe looks like it's gotten a fresh new coat of paint.
Yeah, we looked also at all thematics we had, and we have new decks now, and we wanted to improve some of them to make it like more memorable.
And there's a lot of wood paneling everywhere. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's the thing we wanted to make the destruction behavior more consistent. Like, if you've seen in maps like Villa, everything that's made of wood now, we want players like to know what's going to happen, like know the behavior. So the big bar we had on the 3rd floor, now it's like fully destructible, so people can use it, poke holes for attackers, defenders. So now you don't like have this question in mind, like, can I use this? Can I not use this? Is this destructible or not? Yeah.
Am I going to shoot it? And then my teammates are wondering what I'm doing. So I think we're going to see a theme here where there's all of this wood, and it's going to give players more options to open up the map. And I think that's the direction that you're going with Café. So let's start breaking down the map in a more technical way, and we'll break it down floor by floor. We'll start with the 3rd floor. On the screen, you'll be able to see the tactical overview of the 3rd floor Café rework. Tell us what's changed here, Mehdi.
Okay, so the 3rd floor is a really, really interesting objective. The thing we wanted to make sure to improve on is entrances for attackers. That's something that's a bit frustrating because all entrances are either from rappel or the stairs. So we didn't want to like change the design overall. We didn't want to add like balconies inside. We wanted to keep the original intention of the design. So what we did is like create balconies connected to the main balconies. And with that, we could add like a new hatch, we could add a new window, and from there, wow, now we have like different entrances.
And you mentioned that attackers are, of course, benefiting from these new ways to attack onto the objectives. Is it mostly just attackers that benefit, or can defenders also take advantage of these new balconies?
Yeah, it's something that's not really... it's something that we wanted to make it like so it fits with the overall design of the map. So attacker can use it, defenders can use it, but not only for this objective. We want people to use it like for defending 2nd floor, defending 1st floor, attacking. It's really like something that's now part of the integral design of Café.
Awesome. So everyone benefits.
Yes.
And it also seems like your play style is not really affected too much just yet.
I mean, no. In this case, it's going to play mostly the same. It's going to be obviously a bit different, but people won't be completely lost, like it's a new completely objective.
Yeah, right. So that is a good overview of the 3rd map, the 3rd floor. Let's now move downwards a level, take the elevator down, and again, on the screen, you'll be able to see the new 2nd floor for the Café rework. Again, Mehdi, what here has changed?
So on the 2nd floor, one of the major things that changed is not the layout or the art. Something we really, really wanted to have for this is a 4th objective. So we had to figure out which rooms could combine to make an interesting objective, like with rooms that had like nice connection. We could have like good like destruction, verticality. So we decided to use the reading room and the fireplace to make a completely new objective. People obviously know the fireplace, they know the reading room, which wasn't really a planned mob objective, but they already know what it is. So we had to like tweak a bit the structure of the reading room, and by doing that, and play and doing a lot of play sessions, like we figured out it's a pretty good combo.
And there was already an objective here on the 2nd floor, of course. So why add a 2nd objective to the 2nd floor?
So adding a 4th objective mostly is having another objective is better, of course, but also for people playing like in different levels, having another objective means like a new strat you can work on. Or if you feel like another objective you don't really like playing on, you still have 3 other objectives left instead of having 2 objectives left. So that adds to the replayability of the map overall.
Right, so now you have 4 objectives to see the tactical view of the 1st floor on the screen. Mehdi, walk us through the changes.
Yeah, 1st floor is what we first started working on. The first thing we wanted really to figure out was what do we do with the breakthrough objective? It's like an objective that was kind of problematic and we really, really wanted to fix. So the first thing we did was take the objective from the bakery and place it into the kitchen. So what this does is that players now have to actually commit into the building. We didn't really like the gameplays of people like staying outside the bakery and then like people getting run out, and like it was like the same games after game. So that was a no-no for us. So by doing that, we decided to like reshape the layout of the kitchen, and we made it slightly bigger, and we also like changed the flow of the main floor, so people have to go through the main entrances, which wasn't really used too much. So that was where like a good amount of the changes were.
And so people being able to dance outside of the bakery kind of endlessly waiting for something they can take advantage of, was that the main problem with this 1st floor objective?
Yeah, that was one of the main problems, which was like really, really annoying for defenders.
Yeah, so rank is changing a lot now. We're bringing pick and ban into the mix, and we'll be changing it, yes. Crowd is loving it. We're bringing in the new ranked guide so you can follow your progress, you can see the rewards for the coming season, and you can compare yourself to your previous seasons and how you're doing with the rest of the Rainbow Six community.
And I know the answer to this, but what modes can we play in ranked?
It will be bomb only now. Yeah. So you can facelift. You can check it out here. You can browse some of the new items that are showing up. You can still look at the old categories, but overall, it's just a much prettier way to get into the shop.
And then we have one more change coming, and that is the glass rework.
Right. So we talked a bit about it at the SI. Now we're ready to drop the new glass where you have to remain stationary if you want to highlight your enemy or see through smoke. As soon as you start moving around, you'll lose that ability, and that refocuses him on a more Overwatch kind of character who can protect instead of being that entry fragger that he wasn't originally intended to be.
All right, and before we leave, we have a surprise, which we'll also announce right now, and that is the full reveal of the next Elite skin.